Yay. Good morning, you guys. What is it, Wednesday? It's Wednesday. I'm losing track of time with the snow. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to mute everybody. Hope you can hear us. We had some audio challenges, but you can always let us know if you're having a hard time hearing us. Warming up, we're going to go into rotation, pivoting on the balls of the feet, letting the arms swing. It's funny, I watched a fitness webinar yesterday, coming into our chops now, with this guy that we've been following for, I'd say about 20 years. And no joke, his name is Juan Carlos Santana. So I'm sure he gets teased constantly.
And he's a rock star.
Yeah, he's a rock star, but he doesn't play guitar. Okay, we're side bending. But he runs a performance clinic in Florida. And the presentation was entitled, How to Train Like a Fighter Without Getting Hit. And it was about the most aggressive workout I've ever seen. I think he so wants to hit people. Okay. Guys, we're taking a wide stance, leaning side to side, but it was interesting because from his perspective, that's all people want to do is smack things. I mean, they want to smack other people, but they can't, so they hit bags and focus mitts and throw stuff around.
That's what virtual reality is, I promise you.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting into the hamstrings now. Is there anybody waiting, Shauna?
No.
Okay, good. Gonna try to close this panel. Yes, there is now, Julie. Okay, back is flat. So as you know, we're recording these classes, and that way for those who have the monthly membership, if you miss one, you can go back and see it. Or even if you didn't miss it, if you liked it that much, you can see it again. Now, if you're late getting your monthly membership, not to worry. I will send you the links to all the Beast and Punk Rope classes that have already occurred. Okay, we got gentle bounces now, which I think, how many have we done? This would just be the second Beast of the month, right?
Yes, for the 45 second.
Yeah.
It's easy
And
to start on the first.
one
Face the third.
and one punk rope. Yeah. That's easy. Okay, guys, we got a gentle jog. Nice, easy jog. We did a couple at the end of January. That's right.
Oh, for recording.
Or for
Yeah.
recordings, yeah. And we got the heels coming up. Tell you, man, if you want a good workout, just go out to the park and run in the snow. That is, you got to be a little careful, but that is the best. And we got the knees coming up. Knees up toward the sky. Seriously, great, great, great workout. And we're going to take it a little wider for fast feet. You're on hot coals. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Excellent, guys. So again, we're with the 45-second work sets, 15 seconds of rest. Your first move is called an oblique crunch, and that's the one you're probably all familiar. You take an ankle and cross it over the opposite thigh, so below the knee. Never really want your foot on your knee. Okay, and then you can either cup your ear or not, and you're going to be taking your shoulder towards the knee, of the leg that's crossed over. So if it's the right leg crossed over, you'll be working at a diagonal towards that leg. Probably not the biggest deal if you go the other way, but makes more sense to go towards the crossed leg. And then the second set that you do this, you'll go the other way. Okay, so then you cross the left ankle and you'll be working towards the left knee. Okay, guys, that's number one. Number two is your back extension. It's lowercase I, which means fingertips reach towards your feet. And then we peel the ribs off the ground, neck with spine. So you may recall uppercase I is arms overhead. That's much harder. This one's fingertips towards feet. That is number two. Number three is our athletic drill, and it is Carioca this morning. So we got to wake up those ankles and hips. It's your grapevine, over, under, over. Even if it's a small space you're working with, that's okay. In some ways, that's more challenging. Acceleration, deceleration, starts and stops. Okay, that's number three. Number four is your plank crawl. So starting from palms and balls of feet, probably you don't want to be on your forearms. We're going to inch ourselves forward. The upper body takes the lead. The legs do not contribute too much unless you want them to. Okay, and we're going to keep core engaged here. And that is number four. Number five, we can load. I sent out a question in the email about, would you like a clinic on adding resistance? So we'll wait for those answers to come in, and day and time that you prefer. So Shauna's loading it with a 4-pound medicine ball, and we're going to do a forward lunge, stepping forward, feet about hip width, front knee bends, back knee bends. The main thing is not collapsing down and not letting the lead knee collapse in. That's number 5. Number 6 is a push-up with a shoulder tap. So hands a little bit wider than shoulders. Down phase is conventional, elbows bend, we lower ourselves. On the up phase, we reach across without rotating the hips, tap the opposite shoulder. If that's too challenging, we can go to the knees. We can also tap the elbow or the forearm instead of the shoulder. It takes less time to get that hand across to the elbow. That is number 6. Number 7 is our squat, another one we can load up. This time it's with a knee lift, so we'll challenge our balance. Hips drop, knees bend, ankles flex. Down phase is conventional. On the up phase, you're going to lift one leg, knee up towards the waist, up to you how high. And then on the next rep, we'll do the other leg. And then we're going to wrap it up, guys, with a plank with a side tap of the foot. So again, from either palms or forearms. Shauna's going with a yellow band around the ankles. That's going to add some resistance. Foot goes to the side. We tap down the toes. We bring it back to neutral. And then we do it on the other side. Okay, there's our 8, guys. We're going to start with the oblique crunch. And my watch died, so I'm borrowing Shauna's, and I hope I can figure this out. Okay, 45 seconds of work. This is first round. Remember, only 2 rounds when you're working for 45 seconds per set. Let's cross the, you know what, you pick. Right ankle over the left thigh. Cupping the right ear. No, cupping the...
Got it.
Yeah, right ear.
Or both.
Okay. Guys, 3, 2, 1, and go. So working at a diagonal towards the leg that's crossed over. Exhale with your lift. closing down that space between ribs and opposite hip. Focusing on the quality of the movement, not worrying about speed. You have 15 seconds to go. Excellent, guys. Breathing's relaxed. 3, 2, 1, and recover. And we're going to flip over onto our belly. Fingertips are reaching towards your feet. And we're going to peel the ribs off the ground in 3, 2, 1, and go. So ribs are up. Neck is aligned with spine. This is a static, also known as isometric move. If it gets to be too much, you can bring your fingertips down. That'll take some of the pressure off. Or you can come down entirely and reset. Good, you guys. That's it, Scott. Nice, Eva. Go, Rachel. Good, Caitlin. That's it, Julie. And we got 3, 2, 1, and recover. Awesome, guys. So we're flipping over for the oblique crunch. The left ankle is crossed over the right thigh. Working the diagonal in 3, 2, 1, and go. Up and across. Now, a common mistake here is to try really hard to get the elbow to the knee. Don't worry about the elbow. Don't worry about the knee. Think about the ribs and the opposite hip. That's what we're working with. 15 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and recover. All right, good, guys. Last set of the interval is going to be your back extension with fingertips reaching towards your feet. 3, 2, 1, and go. Ribs come up. Neck stays with the spine. You can close your eyes if you like. We prefer to have the palms face down. You can squeeze your shoulder blades together to activate more of the musculature. You can experiment with your foot position. See what happens if you go a little wider. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and recover. And we are up for Carioca. All right, our athletic drill. So we got to be light on our feet, a little bounce, a little pep in your step. Grapevine is in 3, 2, 1, and go. Over, under, under, over. The arm swing helps to drive the legs. Focusing on starts and stops. Accelerate, decelerate. So the faster you go, the harder this becomes at the point where you need to stop and change direction. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Excellent, guys. So we're down for our plank crawl from the palms and the balls of the feet. And we have 3, 2, 1, and go. Inching yourself forward. There's no rush. If you get to the end of your space, our preference is that you put it in reverse. But if you're not comfortable going backwards, you can just turn and stay crawling forwards. 15 seconds. Try not to let that low back cave in. Here you go. Neck with spine. Good work, guys. 3, 2, 1, and recover. And we're back up for Carioca second set. Okay. Grapevine is in 3, 2, 1, and go. Over, under, under, over. So first thing is nailing the coordination. So the coordination is not only the foot movement, but it's also the arms swinging in conjunction with your foot movement. And the last thing is speed. 15 seconds. And we got 3, 2, 1, and recover. Beautiful, you guys. We're down for our plank crawl. Final set of this interval gets us to the halfway point of the round. Plank crawl is in 3, 2, 1, and go. Now this is a move where if you were extremely strong and you wanted to increase the intensity, you could have a looped band around your shoulder blades, and you would hold each end of the band in a hand. That's it, Rachel. Go, Caitlin. Nice, Julie. Awesome, Eva. That's it, Scott. Doing good, you guys. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and recover. All right. So we're up now for our forward lunge. Just decide if you're going to load it with some extra resistance. Shauna's using a band attached to the wall. And we have 3, 2, 1, and go. So we step forward. Front foot is flat. That knee bends, back heel comes up. But we don't let the back heel wing, which means turning out or in. Upper body can come forward a little bit if you like. 15 seconds. And we got 3, 2, 1, and recover. Awesome, guys. So we're down for that push-up with the shoulder tap. So first decision is knees or toes. And we're going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Second decision is the width of your base. How far apart are your feet? Third decision is, are you going to tap the shoulder, or would you rather go for the elbow? And if the elbow is too much, the other hand is an option, or not even reaching all the way across, just quickly lifting the hand. And we're down to 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and recover. And we're back up. Second set of your forward lunge, optional extra resistance. In 3, 2, 1, and go. So you're trying to be mindful of that front knee, the lead knee. There's often a tendency for it to collapse in. We want to fight that. And then we want to smooth out the motion. There's no hesitation. One fluid motion. 15 seconds to go. Good work, you guys. And we got 3, 2, 1, and recover. All right, and we are down for push-ups with a shoulder tap. Last set of the interval. Set your hands and your feet. 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, as you reach, trying to keep those hips level. So if there's a lot of rotation at your hips, then reaching is perhaps not in the cards this morning. Trying to develop a little more body awareness. We're down to 15 seconds. Final 10. 3, 2, 1. Recover. Moving on, you guys, to the last interval. It starts with your squat with the knee lift. Optional extra resistance. Set your feet. 3, 2, 1, and go. So remember, the descent is a traditional squat, but on the way up, you're going to lift a leg, drive the knee up to the sky, and how high you go and how forcefully you drive the knee is up to you. If you're feeling aggressive today, you can drive that knee up as if you were in a fight. Our friend Juan Carlos would like that. 10 seconds to go.
It's the low kicks that really hurt. You kick the shin. The calf.
3, 2, 1, and recover.
A high kick only hurts yourself.
And guys, you're down for a plank with a side tap of the foot. In 3, 2, 1, and go. So we gently move one foot to the outside. Tap down the toes. And similar as with your push-up, when you lift the foot, move it to the outside, you want to make sure you're keeping your hips level. Okay, we're down to 10 seconds. And we have 3, 2, 1, and recover. Nicely done. So we're up for our squat, second set. Set your feet, a little wider than hips usually. 3, 2, 1, and go. Foot position is tricky with squats. Now, if you're in a narrow stance, as Shauna is, the balance challenge is going to be much greater when you lift the leg than if you were in a wide stance. Nice. Want to maintain balance. 15 seconds left. Three, 2, 1, and recover. Beautiful. All right. Last first is your plank with the side tap. Last set of round 1 in 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, as you move the foot to the outside, keep the hips level. Take your time with the taps. It's not about speed, it's about stability. "20 seconds. And after this, we'll take a short break. Down to 10. Almost there, you guys. Good going. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, round 1 is over. Good going. Yeah, Shauna's absolutely right. The low kicks. First of all, low kicks are more successful because it doesn't take very much time to get your foot to someone's shin, but it takes a long time to get a roundhouse to somebody's head. So don't do that. Now it was crazy. That webinar was crazy. This guy was just beating on this tackling dummy. Like, you could see he was just so excited about showing people how to destroy another human. Round 1, risk reward. Probably Carioca is the riskiest because of the ankles. Otherwise, it's a pretty safe collection of movements. The ones that might need an adjustment would be the push-up with the shoulder tap, going to knees or going to a wider base. Squat with the knee lift is interesting. Now, instead of the knee lift, it could be a kick. It could be a squat and a kick if you're feeling that. Yeah. And then the oblique crunch, just that awareness of, there you go. Yeah, boom, front kick. That's it. Alrighty, guys, we're going to come down for round 2 from our back oblique crunch with the right ankle over the left thigh. And round 2 begins in 3, 2, 1, and go. Second round is also the last round. So you got to check in with yourselves, see what you got left. Where do you want to push a little harder? Maybe you want to save it for the last set of each exercise. Remember, it's only 2 sets. Exhale with your lift. We got 15 seconds to go. And we have 3, 2, 1, and recover. Nicely done. We're going to flip over to our belly. Fingertips reaching towards your feet. Set your feet. Lifting the ribs in 3, 2, 1, and go. Palms face down. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Keeping your neck aligned with your spine. Reaching your fingers way back behind you so we can straighten the arms. Sometimes we bend the elbows here. Let's see if we can straighten them. That's it. Nice, Eva. Good, Caitlin. Go, Julie and Rachel. Awesome, Scott. 10 seconds left. Three, 2, 1, and recover. And we're flipping over. Final set of your oblique crunch. The left ankle crosses the right thigh. In 3, 2, 1, and go. We're up and across, working that diagonal towards the left. Nice exhale with your lift. Gentle on the head. If you're cupping your ears, just be gentle. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and recover, and that's 1 down. I'm going to flip over onto our belly. Final set of your back extension. Fingertips towards your feet. 3, 2, 1, and go. Last set for your back extension. Ribs come up. Keeping that neck aligned with your spine. Down to 15 seconds. Breathing is relaxed. And we got 3, 2, 1, and recover. And that's 2 down, and we're moving on to Carioca. So we're up to standing. Maybe pick a side to start. 3, 2, 1, and go. Usually good to pick one side of your space. If you start in the middle, you may only have a step or a step and a half before you hit the wall. So we've got, well, Shauna's working with roughly 10 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's taking small steps. 15 seconds, so you can decide how you want to do this. She's also accentuating the rotation in the hips. And there can be benefit to that. 3, 2, 1, and recover. And we're down for our plank crawl. Same thing, you want to start this at the end of your space so you have maximum room to crawl. And that's 3, 2, 1, and go. Working in opposition. As your right hand moves, so does your left foot. As your left hand moves, so does your right foot. It's almost simultaneous. Say the hand moves first. 15 seconds. Final 10. 3, 2, 1, and recover. And we are up for the final set of Carioca. All right, best set of the morning. Carioca is in 3, 2, 1, and go. Find your rhythm. Focusing on your acceleration and your deceleration. Now, could you load this? Yeah, maybe a backpack, but I think it would feel a little uncomfortable. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Okay, good work, you guys. That's 3 down. Plank crawl for the final time. We're coming down to plank. Crawls are in 3, 2, 1, and go. This is going to take us to the halfway point of the final round. So your job here is keep the core engaged. You have to keep breathing. If you hold your breath, you're not going to make it. Prevent that low back from caving in. Simultaneously, we don't want to hike the hips. And you're down to 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and recover. And that's 4 down. We're halfway. And we're up for our forward lunge with optional extra resistance. Set your feet. We're lunging in 3, 2, 1, and go. Trying to make that movement really fluid. That's it, Scott. Excellent, Caitlin. Go, Julie. Beautiful, Rachel. That's it, Eva. 15 seconds to go. Straight up forward lunge. Down to 10. 3, 2, 1, and recover. All right, guys, we've got our push-ups with the shoulder tap. So we want to set our hands and our feet. Push-ups are in 3, 2, 1, and go. So remember, you're lowering yourself as one piece. You're like a slab of marble. There's no break. There's no segmentation. And when you reach across, you keep the hips level. If you need to widen your base, go for it. We're down to 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and recover. And we are back up for the final set of lunges. Setting our feet about hip width. Lunges are in 3, 2, 1, and go. Last time. As soon as you feel your lead foot make contact with the ground, that's the signal to bend the knees. 20 seconds to go. Down at 10. 3, 2, 1, and recover. And that is 5 down. And this is our final set of push-ups. So down to plank we go, or to our knees. 3, 2, 1, and go. Last set. These are tough. Way to stick with it, you guys. Think about your breathing. You might want to exhale with the push, with the effort. You can also try the opposite. You can exhale with the descent. Let's see what happens. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and recover. And that is 6 down. We're moving on to the final interval. We have our squat with a knee lift, optional extra resistance. Squats are in 3, 2, 1, and go. Hips drop back, knees bend, ankles flex. And then on the way up, driving a knee towards your waist, trying to maintain your balance. So if you shift dramatically into the opposite hip, that's not really maintaining your balance. So the visual is, if someone were to push you from the side, would you be able to hang on and stay upright? Three, two, one, and recover. And down we go for our plank with side taps from the palms or the forearms. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Bringing that foot to the outside. Gently tapping down the toes, bringing the foot back to the starting position. Trying to keep those hips level. Can be really interesting what happens at the hips when you move that foot. Down to 10 seconds. And we got 3, 2, 1, and recover. Fantastic, guys. We are up for our final squat, next to last set of your workout. Squat with a knee lift in 3, 2, 1, and go. Last squat. Back stays flat. No rounding or excessive arching. Head stays up. We've got 10 seconds to go. Three, two, one. Recover. 7 down, and this is last. Okay, final set of your workout is your plank with side taps. Can be our best set of the morning. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Last set, guys. Great work. Hang in there. Super solid. Stable as you can be. Keeping that neck aligned with your spine. Not dropping the head, keeping the core engaged, not allowing the low back to cave in, keeping the hips level as you move your feet. Arms are like pillars. Three, two, one, and done. Done, and done. You did it. Okay. Good job, guys. We're going to take just a sec for a sip of water. Shaking out, towel off. Bringing our heart rate down. And then we're going to come right into our cool down. And we are starting with our chest. So we'll take hand to wall at about shoulder height, and we'll turn away. So again, I encourage you, if you haven't already, to consider the monthly membership, which can be a huge savings depending on how many classes you attend. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and we're going to switch. And then it is nice to have access to the videos. So if you miss a class during the week, you could make it up on your own, either later that day or on the weekend. And we got 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, we're going to move on. We're going for the hip flexor quad combo. So from a kneeling position, we flatten the back by tucking the pelvis. Sometimes it's tricky to know how do you flatten your back. But increasing the arch would be the opposite, right? That's pushing the hips forward. We don't want to do that. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go right to the quad stretch on that same trail leg. Picking the heel up, bringing it up a little higher. Kneecaps pointed down. And we got 3, 2, 1. We're going to release that ankle and go to the hip flexor stretch on the other side. Same thing now, flattening the back, arm on the side of the trail leg comes up. If you'd rather do this from a standing position, that's fine. Just got to keep the back heel off the ground then. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and we're going to go quad on that same trail leg. Good work, guys. And remember, during your workout, you're also challenging your flexibility and mobility. 3, 2, 1, we'll release that. We're going to go hamstring. So from a supine position, that's on your back. If you prefer standing or kneeling or sitting, that's fine. But we're going to go from the back, elevating a leg. And we got 3, 2, 1, and we'll switch it over to the other side. So remember, spring is only, 7 weeks away? Not that far. Start thinking about your spring goals. What do you want to do? Bike rides, runs. 3, 2, 1, and release. And why don't we finish with a little hug for the low back? We'll bring the knees in towards the chest, rolling yourself into a little ball, and you can roll up and down, massaging your spine. You can gently rock side to side. Taking a few deep breaths here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do One more, and we're gonna rock ourselves up or roll over to the side, up to standing. Great work, you guys. Putting hands in for beast on 3. 1, 2, 3. Beast. Great work, you guys. Good to see everyone. Have a beautiful day. And hope we'll see you Friday. Enjoy the day. Bye.